Just for fun, I'm going to do something a little bit different, and I'm going to mention my top 10 favourite YouTubers. Also, I'm going to explain why I think these are good channels to watch and subscribe to. My 10th favourite YouTube channel has to be the Welch Poker Picker. So what I like about the Welch Poker Picker, it's very easy watching, it's very chilled out, very honest, very down to earth, and he's just so passionate about what he does. And it's kind of infectious, it rubs off on you. So I'd highly recommend that you watch this channel. So number 9, we're going all the way up to Yorkshire now, Kaji Kig. I met Kaji at a car boot recently. He's a really decent guy. We had a chat and he's really down to earth. And I think that's what I like about him. You know, he's quite an honest, down to earth guy. And he's really grown as a reseller. So highly recommend that you check the channel out. All the way over to the USA now, number 8, and it's Froggy Flips. Now this guy, I think everybody knows him. He's absolutely awesome at what he does. He goes around garage sales, he goes around toy fairs, and I believe he's a vintage toy reseller. So if you're into toy hunting, vintage toys, go and check out Froggy Flips, and I'd highly recommend that you subscribe. Number 7 has to be the Yorkshire Picker. Now this guy, he just goes to car boots and he's just like me. He goes for all the same things, retro toys, anything from the 80s, and this guy is just really hilarious. So I would highly recommend that you do watch this channel and subscribe. Number 6, and it is the king of rummage himself, Aaron from Empire Toys. The second YouTube video I have ever watched was Aaron, and he goes around all the car boots. I think he does toy fairs, where he just finds the most amazing things in rummage boxes. So if you like vintage toy hunting and toy fairs, Empire Toys 1138 is definitely a really good channel to subscribe to. Number 5 has to be Mr. Be Lucky. Be Lucky, I've been really impressed watching his videos actually. He has this habit of establishing a rapport with everybody at the car boot, and he seems to make friends like in every store he goes to. It's quite pleasant watching, and he's very clever, very good at picking up everything. He's an everything reseller, and he's also very good at identifying fake clothing. He's helped me out quite a lot, and he's given me quite a lot of really good advice, and I just really highly recommend that you watch the channel. Another thing I like about Be Lucky is he's just very direct and honest, and he doesn't clickbait at all. Number 4, all the way to Wales, Master of Pieces. I find Master of Pieces just fascinating to watch because he just presents his videos so well. He's very informative, he's very passionate about finding Transformers and anything like that's retro toy related, which resonates with me. And I like the way he explains everything, and he goes around the charity shops, he'll pull a game out, a board game or something, and he'll tell you what it's worth, talk a little bit about it, and it's just very entertaining to watch. So I would highly recommend that you do watch this channel and subscribe. Number 3, everybody knows these two, Chaddy P and Lola. And Chaddy is just mind-blowing when you watch him sourcing for clothing. He just seems to know everything about every brand, and the two of them have built an empire. It's quite inspiring to watch. Lola's got a really good business head on her, and Chaddy's just really easygoing. And for somebody who's such a big YouTuber, he's always got time to answer you. He's helped me out with a few things that I've asked him about. And he's also quite humble. He doesn't really brag about what he's achieved or anything like that. They've built an empire out of nothing, really. And they really are what you would call entrepreneurs. So I would really recommend that you do watch this channel, as it's quite inspiring. Number 2, and we're headed down south now. Very first YouTube channel I ever watched, Scotch Retro and Collectibles. Now Scott is not a reseller, but he goes around all the car boot sales, and he always seems to find retro toys, retro games. He's quite passionate about what he does. He's always picking up stuff on Marketplace too. And he's just a really easy guy to chat to, really nice guy. Great toy hunter, and if you're into that sort of thing like toy hunting, highly recommend you watch this channel. My personal favourite YouTube channel, Cookie and the Haydens. also known as Car Boot Chris. And what first drew me to the channel was watching Car Boot Chris go around the car boots. He got really good etiquette and manners with the resellers, and he really treated them with dignity. If ever he picked anything up off the table, he has this habit of putting it back down really neatly. So it was that level of respect that first drew me to the channel. There was no real clickbait and there was no real bragging, to be honest. It was just straightforward reselling. As I watched the channel more, I discovered that Chris does a live show every Monday night, and it's brilliant. What Chris and Bal have really created, they've brought a load of resellers together and they've created a community of friends. We have a laugh every Monday night. It's something that people go to every week. There's competitions with prizes, there's games, and there's just general chat about resellers. Chris also does podcasts for other resellers, and he has one-to-ones. Personally, he's given me a lot of really good advice. Of course, you can't forget Bal too. Bal and Chris together on the shows, they're just really entertaining. They're very good presenters, they're very good at making people laugh, and all I can say is I can't highly recommend this channel enough. It's really saved me, because when I was disabled, when I couldn't walk properly, watching that channel inspired me to get out and go car boot hunting again. So I can't thank Chris and Bal enough for all the support that they've given me. These two were also the first champions of Whatnot. They were the guys that really pushed this narrative, and it's created a lot of really good viewing. So get yourself over there, subscribe, and join us on Monday night. This is just a list of channels that I find really useful, really helpful. Everybody's opinion's different, of course, but I would highly recommend you check these channels out. And there's so many more really good reselling channels out there. I also watch the Spectrum Flipper, and I find myself watching John Shepherd recently. And you know, he's sort of growing as a reseller steadily. So yeah, you know, there's tons of channels out there. Also, what happened to the Reselling Dan? I used to watch that channel. Thanks for watching, guys.